Hello everybody and welcome back to a beautiful day on Sandy Bay. The horses are roaming in the field, they're galloping away, very happy. This is field 31 and I suppose because they're in here we can't really do much with this field. Not to worry because we don't even own the field. So yes, I don't think we'll be buying it. This is the neighbour's land who has decided to put horses on so it can stay this way. Anyway, let's move on to the job of today. Well, the job of today is a difficult one to choose really because we're in, again, that position where we can't really do a great deal except for fertilise fields. So I don't think we're going to be doing a great deal of fertilising. We are going to move on to a different job. It's just if we don't fertilise, we're not really going to be maximising our profits, which is not very good business sense. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of everything again today, I think. I was criticising the previous video for not doing much with the animals, despite that being what won the vote. And actually, now we've just skipped the night time, they do need some work. Yesterday, in the previous episode, well 2 days ago, they didn't need anything at all. But that has now changed, so I think we are going to go back to that and focus mainly on giving them water, because they are running a bit low on water. So that can be done. But yeah, fertilising. We do need to do it, but it's going to be very brief. The brilliant news is, because we have now got the Kuhn DLC, we can use some of the brand new sprays which are in this pack. And we're not going to go leasing anything because that's a waste of money. We are in fact going to be buying a sprayer. It's going to be the Deltis 1302 Mia 3. And we're going to probably have the PF 1500 on the front for the extra capacity. Some of our fields are quite a long way from the yard, so that's going to be a good little help. Also, we do need to use a tractor with the row crop tyres. We do have one. It's actually on lease. Where has it gone? I've lost it. Where's it gone? Here it is. So, yeah. No point putting the hours on our own tractor when we have this on lease. This is going to be on lease for another half an hour. Engine hours. Or until we can actually afford to have a proper tractor. It doesn't cost that much to have, so we may well keep it for over an hour. In fact, we may keep it for ever. It could just be a lease tractor we own. Kind of, you know, hire purchase kind of thing. So, yeah, let's race down there, pick up our sprayers, and yeah, you might be thinking, oh, every episode you're spending money. You're never going to do well. Don't worry about that. When we do this mass harvest, which is actually going to be very soon, we're going to be billionaires. Don't take that literally. Now this is actually quite a good setup because the sprayers which we're about to buy are a sort of white colour scheme, and so is this tractor, so it's actually going to fit it perfectly. Now I just need to check and make sure it's got a front linkage. Yes, it does. Good. It doesn't look pretty because of the row crop tyres, but either way, it's a job that needs to be done. It doesn't have to look pretty. Oh no, the tractor's going backwards again, automatically. How weird. I think it's because when I press the reverse pedal by accident, it continues even if you let go of it, if you go into the store. I was pressing it to brake. Slow down. Anyway, here we go. Now these are quite heavy, and this isn't a very big tractor, but I'm hoping the pack on the front is actually going to be able to counterbalance it quite nicely. I must also remember to attach the PTO. Trying to spray without PTO could be a bit of a challenge. So there's that. I don't want to repair, but it's going to. Ah, there it goes. We've just repaired something we don't own. How frustrating. Let's change that button as soon as possible. I keep saying it, but I keep forgetting. It's just like the dead zone. I keep forgetting about the dead zone as well. Anyway, on the front as well, here we go. Now, do we need a PT on here? I don't think we do. No, we don't. So that is our spraying setup. Now, obviously, it would be nicer to have this on the JCB or the T7. It's just because I don't have the capability of having row crop tyres, it would actually make it incredibly destructive. They would destroy the crops quite nicely. So it has to go on here. But like I say, it's no bad thing. We're putting the hours on somebody else's tractor. Right, so now what we need to do is race up to the farm. I'm guessing we have some form of fertiliser, chemical store somewhere. We need to fill the front and the back, and that is going to be, again, quite expensive. So we're going to have quite a lot of outgoings at the moment, but soon we'll be having a very good income. I look forward to it. There's the field which we did the weeding in 2 days ago. That's going to be sprayed today. I think it will be the final spraying session, I'm not sure. We will have to check these things. But no, that does look quite good. It's a colour scheme match. Perfect. I hope the chemicals are in here. I don't know where they are exactly. They're probably most likely to the right, because to the left we've got the... Actually no, they are in here. Yeah, I was going to say because the animals are over here, but it doesn't seem to make a difference because this is our refill point. Just here. Somewhere. Somewhere. Who's that water? That's water. Could this be it here? Aha. That's it. The IBCs are the giveaway. So this is the front tank being filled. Even this is expensive. High capacity. But this should mean, if everything goes to plan, that we're not going to have to come back to the yard between doing the two fields. These are the same two fields we've been working in for the last 2 episodes, so we are just going to literally blitz this job. This sprayer is very wide, so it's going to get the job done very quickly. 3,724 pounds. But that is definitely going to add more than that in value to the crops, definitely. The profits are going to be much higher. Okay, so just before we do anything, let's just go on to here and see exactly what is happening with the growth. I think I've just gone past it. Here we go. It was the first page. We need to see exactly what's happening with the growth. And if we go on to the fertilization thing, we can see that they have had... Is that just one? One layer? Okay, so we are going to have to do a fair bit of spray. I think the second and last load is actually going to be done off screen, just to keep it nice and simple. This track is so bumpy. We're going to go right out of here. Oh, there is a car. Better go quickly. Sorry, car. And we'll do everything in the opposite order of what we did it in before. 19 first, no, 14 first and then 19 second. Let's see how wide this sprayer actually is. It would have said in the shop. I forgot to look, stupidly. Unfold it. Oh, look at that, it's like a transformer. Yeah, and these fold out too, so that is a good width. Can we adjust it? Yeah, we can. Left and right with the mouse. So about this height. Yeah, that is a very good working width. Brilliant. What's so good about the official DLCs is the quality of each of the machines which is put into it. Now, yeah, some people do complain that it's like 15 euros or something for each DLC, and that is a lot. I can appreciate it, especially if you haven't got that much money. It's just, if you are serious about playing the game and you want high quality stuff which isn't going to glitch and stuff, make your game crash, then really, yes, it is money. It's quite expensive, but you're going to get what you pay for. That's what is good about the official DLC. If you don't want to pay for it, but you do want to be in for a chance of winning the DLC, then you can do. All you have to do is go on to this previous episode of this series, and you'll be able to enter the giveaway of the DLC, hosted by myself. So yeah, if you honestly can't afford it, or you for some reason not allowed it due to the cost of it, then please do enter. But make sure if you're under 18 that you have your parents' or guardian's permission to enter first of all. Here's a view from the inside. Very good visibility out of this tractor. This is actually a pretty good tractor. Quite happy we've got it. I think we are going to treat it as hire purchase. I haven't really got any plans thinking about it of returning it anytime soon. It just seems to be a useful thing to have on the farm. Right, I must be careful here, don't want to miss anything. Try and get it back on track. Track seems to be over here. No, it isn't. It's over here. Oh, it's gone to a worker. Crazy machine. Crazy. That's better. Anyway, this crop is looking fairly, well, it's not obviously not ripe, but it's fairly well grown, which means we are going to have to do the second spraying session very soon. Obviously it has to update first of all, but if we leave it too late, it is going to be a fully grown crop. In fact, it could be. It may be well when it's ready, but chances are I won't be filming it anyway. So the next thing we see of this field is going to be the harvest, which I'm hoping is going to be this week. That's if everything goes to plan. But things don't usually go to plan, so it'll probably be next week. We're into the corner now, just a tiny bit left to do. There's going to be a bit of overlap here. But we're so close to being finished. I think to neaten it off, I probably should just go up here. Yeah, you can see where I haven't been. And finally, just down here, we can finish with the GPS. That's all done with. And there we go. Fantastic. So there is probably going to be a few bits missed on the map because for some reason it doesn't always register everything. Like you get these odd specks here and there even though you've done everything you can do. But that is certainly good enough. That I think... It's weird, when you see this chart here you can't really distinguish the difference. I think that is the second stage looking at it because it doesn't look as dark as this final one. So yes, it's going to have to be done again. Anyway, let's follow it up. It's all good. I've tried to raise, because if you look at the bottom right hand corner of the screen where it says 0.8 hours, it shows that the front attachment is on the lowest setting, but I've tried to raise it and it doesn't seem to. So I don't know what's going on there. I think it's probably just a glitch. I think it's fine. I say that there isn't glitches with the DLC, but it does seem to be sitting low on the icon, but in real life, well, not in real life, but in person here, it seems to be okay. Anyway, let's race down to field 19. Get that done as well. That field is actually smaller. So this is going to be a very quick job. And then we do need to sort out the water. For those of you who keep watching these videos to see work with the excavator, that is going to be used very soon. However, not just yet, because I haven't actually got the job available for it yet. In fact, it is going to be a week or two, so apologies about that. There are two jobs I'm going to use it for, both of which involve, well, kind of involve the animals, but very loosely, not directly at all. But it is going to be used. We're not going to dig a pond. I wish we could dig a pond, but Farming Simulator currently hasn't got quite as advanced as that. You can't just go and dig a hole wherever you want. Although there are some maps which are dedicated to that kind of thing. So if you look around you can find some fairly decent stuff made by the modders. But no, we can't do that today, unfortunately. Okay, let's race down. And oh, it looks like I can see it from here. Our field looks like it's half ready. That isn't good. It's grown too quickly. It looks a bit like a boat at the front. Oh no. Well, it's okay. Most of it is still in flower, but unfortunately the headlands have grown so fast. I don't know why they've grown quite so fast. I should have turned the growth off, but it shouldn't really affect it. The headland may not be able to be done. Yeah, it's not going to be able to be done again. So we're going to miss out on a tiny bit of profit here. Still, it will work. And I'm sure you can see how, oh, there we go, how slowly the fill level is going down, which is really good. It's probably a bit too high. Need to get the optimum height. But this seems to be a very good sprayer. Nice wide working width, and also obviously a nice colour scheme. And it's new equipment, which is always nice to have. That's the thing, I think a lot of farms these days in real life are actually going that sort of way. Instead of buying an expensive tractor, which is very expensive, if you go for a hire purchase agreement, it can be easier, certainly short term. Long term, it's still good, but obviously, yeah, at the end of it, it's gone. You can't resell it. The tractor is gone. But it really does depend which way you look at it. Hire purchase can be a very good thing to do. quite a tall crop. Okay, so we have almost finished. It's a bit of a maze with it being two different colours, this field. Two different growth stages, but yeah, let's just get to the end of here. We'll check the overhead view in a second. Make sure I didn't miss anything. There is still going to be the odd little cube which has been missed just as it is. I don't know why it does it, I just don't know. Just a discrepancy in the system. Anyway, that should, I'm hoping, be the field completed. Okay, I have missed a tiny bit here and here because I didn't use GPS. But we're not going to go filling those things. I don't think that is very much really. Looks worse than it is. So let's fold it up. And actually let's just jump out because I don't know if I did pick up any eggs, but if we did... You okay? Yep, you're right. You know it's 8:44 in the morning, don't you? Yeah. Anyway. Oh, we did! £41. You drunk? You crazy drunk? Go and play on the slide or something. Do something constructive. Okay, off we go. Job done. And we should probably shut the gate as well. Try and position this so it's not blocking the road too badly. It could block the road a bit. That's it. Oh, I've walked into the spray boom. Okay, off we go. Now what we need to do is drop this off. We're going to keep everything attached to it. Actually, is that too high? Have I left them too high? I think it's folded up. Yeah, we're going to leave everything attached to the tractor. This is going to be the dedicated sprayer. We're then going to get the JCB, do a bit of road work because we need to get a Bowser and fill the Bowser up with water. And obviously a fast track is going to be a very good tractor for the job. Welcome Sandy Bay. Nice place to be. Also, the speed limit's 30, which means we can't speed. We can only do 26. Now there is some news on the next DLC. Not a great deal has been announced, but it's looking very likely that it's going to be Big Bud, which is that really big white tractor. So if it is that, that is going to be interesting. It's going to be quite hard for it to fit into a British map, but either way, it's certainly a different machine to have on the farm, which is very nice to see. And then there is some rumour about a Kubota in the autumn, but I just don't know. I don't know if that's genuine. It's way too early to tell. Anyway, there we go. Job done. Yeah, we need to get into our JCB, which is down at the store. I'm going to have to teleport, unfortunately. But if we go into this section here, this is the Bowser. Luckily, it's pretty cheap, so we can afford it. We're going to have to buy it. So many expenses in this early stage. But there are things which we're never going to use, like the plough, which is going to be upgraded at some point when we have the money. Once we've done the big harvest, we'll have the money then. And also, yeah, I think there is something else we're not going to keep. That trailer. We may keep it, we may not, it depends. We've got the Massey Ferguson trailer, but it's not very big for the map, so I haven't really decided. Anyway, let's go down to the store. Oh, look at that. It's spawned right in front of us. How frustrating. Maneuver past it. Okay, let's get this hitch onto the back. And we now need to go to the water source, which is somewhere. I don't really fancy giving them seawater. It would be a bit too salty. So, where is the water? It must be in this main yard somewhere. Yes, I've already been to it, you fool! I've already been to it today. I thought it was fertilizer. Oh, the snake! That snake is spooky. I don't like snakes. Snakes and spiders. Yeah, they're the two things I hate. Everything else is fine. Yeah. I think the thing about snake, it's not really the way that they slither. It's the way that some of them can jump. And they're also very fast. They can go so fast. I don't know if you've watched, well, a wide range of different programs, but things like David Attenborough stuff, Planet Earth, that kind of thing, and you see these snakes, different breeds, well, different varieties of snakes, yeah, the way that they can actually chase mammals, it's incredible. I just can't believe that they can go so fast. They don't even have legs. They are pretty horrible creatures. Obviously a grass snake or something like that, so that's okay. In fact, we have plenty of them here where I live. And yeah, I can see one of them. In fact, I've stood next to one and thought, oh look, it's a snake. Nothing too exciting about that. But there are certain snakes which I couldn't even go near. Spiders, call me a wimp, but I don't like them. I just don't. I don't know what it is. I don't know. They're probably harmless. Most of them are. There are some horrible venomous ones. But I think a lot of people feel the same way actually. Some people just say, oh yeah, it's just a spider. What is your problem? But there seem to be at least, a lot of people who just don't like spiders probably because of the amount of legs they've got. And they are creepy. They are creepy. I actually woke up one night. It was probably about 3 in the morning or something, and I felt something on my face, and it was this massive house spider on my face. I mean, in fact, I think it was that put me off them. I was okay before that. So, yeah, there's my life story on spiders and snakes. Let's give the pigs some water first of all. I like pigs, they're alright. Okay, here is your water. There we go. And now we need to go over to the cows and also the sheep. The cows are going to require quite a bit. The cows are in the next field along. I don't think we can get there from here. But because there's not many of them, they're not going to take that much water. So this is going to be fairly easy to cope with at this early stage, but as we build up the amount of animals we've got, it is going to become very challenging. We're going to eventually have to have a bigger tanker because it won't be able to carry enough water. They're over in field number 7. So this field on the right hand side. The entrance is just up here. In fact, it is at least it used to be one of the main entrances to the farm from this direction. There it is. Whoa, 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 whoa. That tanker is heavier than I thought. Pushing the tractor. Okay. So where is their water? Just over here. Here we go, cows. Let me guess I get the wrong side. You can usually only fill them up from one side. Look at that, I've got the wrong side. I never cease to be amazed. Right, there you go. Please take some. Oh, they just don't take much. I suppose that's a good thing though, because this water is expensive. And finally, we need to go down to the sheep. I don't think the sheep are going to require much water. They're just not very big and we don't have that many. Here they are. Bit of a blind turning really. But they're up here behind the gate. I forget how many we own. Less than 20. Nothing too much. Let's just see. Always good to know. 15. They're breeding all the time, but very slowly. Very slowly. Let's see if I get the correct side of the trough. Oh good. I'm going up in the world. And we're left with 66%, so only 1/3 of this has been used. The wool is appearing nicely. The sheep are happy enough. They have spilt some more grass, but that's expected. They are fairly mucky. Now in the next episode we're likely going to be harvesting because the spraying should have been done, I would hope. Some of the fields won't be productive because they haven't been sprayed at all. There is a duck here. There is a duck. Hello. How are you? Whenever I go up to an animal in this game, I always get loads of comments requesting me to name them. Oh, look, a fish. What shall we call you? Goldfish or something. And I'm going to call you Duck. So we have Duck and Goldfish. How adventurous. We also have Harold, actually. Harold is about somewhere. He's locked up in his pen. He's been misbehaving. Watching these videos is probably really weird. You're probably thinking I'm in my own little world. Anyway, there we go. That's another job done. And we have progressed nicely today once again. Yeah, so harvesting next time. Starting with the fields which are ready. And then it's going to be the start of the really profitable harvest. Whoa, that is a lot of eggs. You've done well. You really have done well. Let's pick all these up. Next time we're over at field number... Oh, I always forget. What is it? 19? Oh yes, I got it right for once. Field 19, we'll be able to sell them over at the pub. Where that drunk man is. Very drunk. And we should get, I don't know, maybe £100 for all that lot. Quite a good load of eggs there. There's Harold if you're wanting to see him. There he is, alive and well. He moves between every farm we go to. He started off at Colborough Park Farm and then he went to Melbury Estate. Now he's on Sandy Bay. He is everywhere. But he's in high demand. A lot of people like to see him. Anyway, there we go for another episode. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. And until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.